Hi you guys, my name's Sarah. This is my Flosstube channel, Stitching by Sarah. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. If you are new to my channel, I hope you enjoy my stitching and you decide to come back and watch more episodes. If you are returning, I want to thank you so very much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Let's see, in my world today is Wednesday, January the 5th, 2021. I am working tomorrow and Friday, and I'm busy Saturday, and I'm working Sunday, so I thought I would make my next Flosstube episode today and then try to get as much editing done today and just have it so I can upload it on Friday. Today's featured FFO is right there. This is not my FFO, but a former coworker made this for me. So this was made back in 1995 or 96. A coworker made this for me. I was going through a little rough patch, had 2 miscarriages, and my grandfather had passed away. So she made this and gave this to me. So every time I see it, I think of her. So, I have had this on my wall, I think almost longer than I have had any of my other cross stitches. Every time I see it, I think of her. She was not a good friend. She was just somebody I worked with. Every time I see this, it reminds me that, hey, you may be going through a rough patch. You may think that nobody knows what's going on. But there are people who see what's going on in your life and they do care. And then another way, some days I see it and I think, I gotta be a Susie. The lady who made this was Susie. If I know somebody is having a rough patch in their life, I don't necessarily have to make a cross stitch for them, but I have. I can say, hey, I see what's going on. Do you need something? Send them a note, maybe buy them a lunch, or even just be out when you're out and about. Do some random act of kindness to somebody. You see an older person having some difficulty, like in the grocery store, they're trying to reach for something, stop and help them. You don't know what's going on. So this is my featured FFO. And my little spiel about what Susie made for me. So and you can tell it's from the 90s because it's got, what are they called? Precious Moments. But it's cute. Here, let me get over here. See if I can do this. And this was back before we had people that frame things for us. She finished it herself. So it says because you count, and then it says my stitching tools. Isn't that just cute? So that's my little precious moments that Susie made for me. Okay. No finishes, no FFOs. I just have stitching. I have no haul. So far, so good. So far, I'm sticking to Stitch from Stash, which is Facebook group where you try to use what you have to stitch from instead of going out and buying additional stuff. So, let me talk about this first. So on one of my videos, it may have been the last one, someone had asked me what the name of this pattern was. At the time, we were getting, let's see, let me grab the book. At the time, we were getting each of the parts. There was 5 parts. At that time, I don't know if you can see. Oh, sorry. At that time, it was called Salle de Noël by Jardin Privé. It was a free chart. I had gone back to jardinprivé.com just to make sure it was still there, and they have actually changed the name of that chart. So I'm going to put down in here the name of that chart because I don't remember. But it is a free chart that you can get off of Jardin Privé. And I'll write the name Jardin Privé right here so that you know, jardinprivé.com. And then you go under the menu box and you'll find free. And then it's like the third one down at this moment in time. All right. So I guess we'll just start on the top and go on down. First project, in no particular order, is Homework, Only Dull Woman by Lizzie Kate. And the pattern, I don't know if you guys can see. Try to cover it. Ah, fudge. The pattern wore off on my vinyl. Anyways, you really probably didn't care to know that. Sorry. Lizzie Kate, Homeworks, Only Dull Women. I am using a 32 count cream Belfast linen. I am using I'm using the called for, but I'm mixing it up between the DMC and the Weeks Dye Works and the sampler threads that I have. So this, you'll have to take a screenshot. The circled ones are the ones that I'm using. I'm stitching for my stash. And I actually will put this in the drop down box. Each week I will put in the description box all of the patterns that I show you, whether it's my featured FFO, any finishes, or all my WIPs. So you can see the linen. If I don't put the fabric or the floss, then I use the called for floss. So here is a picture of where Homework, Only Dull Women, where it was last time you saw it. And this is where we're at now. So that's Homework. Next is Zelda. She is a Mirabilia. Here is where Zelda was last time you saw her. And this is where Zelda is now. So I'm working on the 1/1 for the face. And I put a couple strands in. The linen is a Wichelt 32 count Stormy gray. And I am using the called for floss at the moment. Next is a hands-on design. This is Memorial Day. I don't know why I pulled it out. It's just something I thought I'd want to work on. So I pulled that out. This is it where it was last time you saw it. And this, ooh, hello. Get that off of there. This is where we're at now. So I've put in more of the pole and the line that holds all those flags. And this is a 14 count white aida with the called for DMC. Okay, So, sorry for all the zips, guys. I am doing WIP Go, which is Jessie Marie's. Jessie Marie does things. Her Facebook group where we try to, it's like a bingo type game throughout the year. In January, she called two numbers, number 2 and number 19. This is Death by Cross Stitch. It is on my bingo board for 6 hours. This is where it was last time you saw it. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. It has many pages. And this is where I am now. I finished this column right here. The fabric is 32 count sand by Picture This Plus, and I am using DMC number 935. So that's my Death by Cross Stitch, page 2 of, I don't know, like 16, 17, 18, something like that. And I put in an hour and 40 minutes on it. So I have over a little bit more than an hour and a half. Okay. My last WIP. This is going to be a really short one this week. But hopefully y'all got to see my finished 2021 finished project parade that I just put out on Wednesday. I showed you all 21 of my projects that I had finished last year. So this, oh actually this is a new start. This was a new start on, I think it was Christmas Eve I started it. This was out of that Be Stitch Me box that I had just showed you. It is Hot Cocoa is Calling by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I am using the DMC that came with the pattern. And I am using Be Stitch Me's Hot Cocoa. It's a 32 count linen. So this is my tiny little start. He's so cute, I just had to start him. All right. So that is that. The last thing is the giveaway from episode number 11, which was last week's. If you didn't stay to watch my Be Stitch Me box, the winter solstice, you probably knew nothing about this, but I am giving away an 8x8 Q-snap and a grime guard that came in the Be Stitch Me box. So I am not drawing the name today because it's only Wednesday. On Friday, I will draw the name, and I'm going to insert right here who the winner is. So congratulations, whoever the winner is. I will comment on your comment, and you can send me your address, and I'll get this out to you. And that's it. I hope y'all had a wonderful holiday season. I hope your new year is going really good so far. Can't complain so far. Can I tell you, it was cold here. I live in Texas. I worked Sunday morning, and when I was walking into the hospital, I thought I was back in Pennsylvania. It was so cold. The wind was blowing. It was just missing the snow flying in your face. It was, oh my gosh. I think the felt like was like 15 or something like that, and the wind was blowing. It literally took my breath away at times. But, oh, sorry. It's one of the reasons I'm in Texas is to get away from all that. I like I like the heat. I will not complain when it's 90 degrees out, but you will hear me complaining when it's cold. So anyways, I hope y'all are having a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.